Warning, the following episode is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Mass Effect 2. So, yeah, this was no surprise at all, seeing as how I've been continuously stating on Legacy that in Legacy I would play the first game of a series, or a game in the series, and play the sequel until either I did a trilogy or until the series was over. And now that Mass Effect 1 finished last Thursday, I guess it's time to get into Mass Effect 2. And I have been looking forward to this game the entire time because Mass Effect 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. It's not in the top 5 list, so don't expect it on that. And I'm telling you right now, this is on a list somewhere, but I'm not going to be showing the list in case of spoilers. Like, I think it's in the top 15, definitely. And who knows, maybe after I finish the top 5, I'll go to like the next 5 and stuff like that. Oh, here's a little cutscene. I think we showed the cutscene off in Mass Effect 1. Anyway, let's press start so that doesn't happen again. So, we have a different menu here. And yeah, this over here on the right side of the screen is the Cerberus network, which is what every new copy of Mass Effect 2 had access to. If you bought a used copy, then you had to purchase a copy purchase a Cerberus network code. This was the way to combat used games. I think they got rid of it. So even if you buy a used copy of Mass Effect 2, I think the Cerberus network is now free, so you can just download the code for it anyway. But this usually told us like some stuff. Like it tells us about the DLC. I think they shut it down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they shut down the Cerberus network on, like, it updated, I think, pretty much daily from when the game released back in 2010 to, like, a point in 2011. I think once Mass Effect 3 was released in 2012, it stopped updating, so I think it doesn't update anymore. But, as you see, we have a bunch of things. I purchased all downloadable content for this game just to show it off. I mean, most of it was armor and guns, which sounds stupid, but seeing as how I plan on showing off everything anyway, I should do it. So anyway, what we want to do is we want to go to, I think it's new game, and as you see right here, we have the option to import a Mass Effect 1 character. We also have the option to import a Mass Effect 2 character, because just like Mass Effect 1, once you finish this game, you can replay it with your Shepard once more, and with the same stats, with the same gear, with the same stuff. So, we're going to import our Mass Effect 1 character because this is going to be a continuation. Obviously, it's a sequel to Mass Effect 1. So we're going to use the Mass Effect 1 import utility. I hope to God this works. I did not check to see what I get when I import. I really should have found out. Let me quickly find out. So, you can only import characters that have beaten Mass Effect 2, or Mass Effect 1. I'm quickly searching up the importation and see what gets imported from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2. Like, for instance, pretty much everything right here is shown. So that I think it goes in order of when Mass Effect 1 was beaten. So that this one is April 1st. And then, look at these. Oh, yes, I did. That's 43 hours. How long did I play Bucky Shepard for? Almost 40 hours. That's not right. Last played. Oh no, that's the day. I think that's the day I started. Good God, that was the day I started. I started all the way back in. I started 7 months ago. That is creepy. Why does it say last played 5/22 though? I last played it shortly before Thanksgiving. So it would say like 11/22 or something. Anyway, as you see, it imports your class, imports your origin, so the backstory is the same. Imports your reputation, so what you did in the army gets imported. So we're gonna pick this one. I think a couple more stats pop up. I don't want to say them yet in case it spoils anything. Please do not freeze up on me, game. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's weird. I just heard something. Oh, okay. Something happened. I got very scared. I thought something bad was going to happen. Okay, so I did play Mass Effect 1 in normal. I guess it didn't really hinder me that much, especially near the end of the game. I sort of want to do casual just because I want to go through this game as easy as possible. I'll go with normal. I'm just gonna go with normal. I need to show my strength as a person. So this actually shows us everything or the main things that get imported. So as you see, my name gets imported, so I'm Bucky Shepard once more. My rank gets imported, so it shows that I got level 56. I think, yeah, like right here, it says, importing level 1 through level 49 character will grant 1,000 experience, 20,000 credits, and 2,500 of each resource. What resources? We'll find out in a moment, because we don't start at level 56. We start over at level 1. And then this experience will give us, some bonuses to that. So if we imported a Mass Effect 2 character, we could probably range from starting at level 2 to level 5. If we import a level 50 to 59 character like we did, we get 2,000 experience, 30,000 credits, and 5,000 of each resource. And this is why I wanted to import a level 60 character, because we get 4,000 experience, 50,000 credits, and 10,000 of each resource. So, kind of sucks. And also, because we have the rich achievement in Mass Effect 1, we also get to import. We also get to import 100,000 credits extra for having that one, and because we had like 9 million credits at the end of Mass Effect 1 anyway. So, military specialization as soldier. We pretty much went Paragon completely in Mass Effect 1, except for the doing the morality glitch on Novaria. Status of Rex. So if Rex would have died, it would have said he would have died right here. This tells us which squad member we had to kill on Vermeer, and this tells us whether or not we saved the council or not.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for. Saving the Citadel, even saving the Council. Humanity has the trust of the entire galaxy. And still, it's not enough.
Our sacrifices have earned the Council's gratitude, but Shepard remains our best hope.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Shepard,
Liara, go. Now.
aye aye. Everybody in! Go, go, go!
My ship!
Mayday! 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 This is SSB Normandy!
Oh, my ship!
We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy!
Everyone is pretty much off. Joker's the only one we have to go get.
Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together. Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arms.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
That is a pretty big opening. So, right here, and it's going to ask me for my hard drive. I'm recording this at 11 at night, if you just noticed. So, right here is the option to change your face if you really want to. Actually, you know what? My face looks pretty good in Mass Effect 2. I was very afraid of how the transfer process would actually look like. I think it looks pretty good. Then again, I am used to it after seeing it for like the past 6.5 months, 7 months. So, if you really want to change it, you can go like the default appearance. This is what Shepard normally looks like. I mean, look at the difference between it. I'm very pale compared to normal Shepard. Not to mention, my nose is probably a little bigger. And then, I guess you can custom appearance. But this Shepard's just fine. Nothing wrong with it. And right here, you can also choose whether or not you want to keep your class or not. So, we were Soldier. And this shows us that Infiltrator, Soldier, and Biotic. Vanguard is Soldier and Tech. Sentinel is Tech and Biotic. Adept is... I don't know, the blue is Tech, isn't it? So Infiltrator is Soldier and Adept. Or Guns and Biotic. Guns and Tech. Biotic and Tech. Just Biotic, and then just Tech. But we're gonna keep this because we're a Soldier, and we're gonna be a Soldier throughout this entire thing. Soldier's pretty much easy mode in Mass Effect, basically. I mean, I would love to be a Vanguard, but there's so many things I can. I haven't successfully. No, I've done one as a Vanguard. Well, we're gonna do Soldier anyway. But this right here, these are not things from Mass Effect 1, but these are stats from Mass Effect 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I already lost count. It's either 12 or 13. 3, 6, 9. It's 13. So these are another stat that we can boost or give ourselves. What would be good? What would be a good one for me? Because I'm going to be doing a lot of shooting. I feel like armor-piercing ammo. Let's go with armor-piercing ammo. And just like before, we can't switch anything after this. So we have another little cutscene coming up right here. See that you have a little better loading screens than before.
On the monitor, something's wrong.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. My God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
Okay, so I talked a little bit over there. So I probably am just going to cut it. I got 190 Paragon, 190 Renegade. Let's quickly show this off. As you see, it's orange tinted now, so we can actually level ourselves up. So squad points in this game are a little different than before. And as you see on the right next to Shepard, I have 3 bars for Paragon and Renegade just like before. I had 190 Paragon and 190 Renegade brought over because of what my Paragon and Renegade were in Mass Effect 1. Now, you only need to get up to halfway on each bar in order to get the maximum amount brought over, which is 190. And as you see, I have 4 squad points that I can give myself. And when you look into each one of these stats, this one is worth 1, this one's going to be worth 2, this one's going to be worth 3, and this one's going to be worth 4. And whenever you get to the final one, you get to choose one of 2 things. But, let's see, this is Combat Mastery. Let's pick this twice. And then let's... We definitely want incendiary ammo, except I cannot buy it. Oh, because I need at least level 2 of disruptor ammo. Okay, so we're good for now. But if you notice right now, as in the bottom of the screen, oh, I can't really show it up. Oh, I gotta find a thermal clip. Another new thing in Mass Effect: ammo, or a way for ammo. There's no more. There's no more ammo, and the cover system in this game is a lot better. Oop. So on the top you can see that there's a health bar. And 3 shots.
We need to get to the shuttles.
So as you see in the bottom left, I have a... It shows me the amount of ammo I have in the current clip, and then shows me the total amount of ammo I can have. This is technically not ammo, it's just thermal clips. They still have the giant clump of giant block inside the gun that chips off a little bit and shoots it off in Mass Effect speed. Except that once it overheats, it overheats. So you need to use a thermal clip to cool it off, and the thermal clip is basically just how many shots you can take before.
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position.
Yeah, before you have to unheat it. And in the bottom you can see that that's my shield monitor now. I don't think there is no health monitor in this game anymore. You'll definitely tell when I start losing health. Got a couple enemies right here. And let's show this off. This is brand new. Or we've already dealt with the action wheel before, or the power wheel, I guess. But as you see right here, I can hot button stuff now. So if I press the RB button or hold it down, I can use disruptor ammo. And if I wanted to use armor piercing ammo, I can just change that by pressing X or B, X or B to map it on something. I also have a main power right here, which is reflected on my Y. And usually whatever skill that you pick for your, or whatever class you're in, that's what your main power is going to be. And mine is Adrenaline Rush. And we kind of had Adrenaline Rush last time. No, we didn't. I'm thinking of Overkill. But if I go into Adrenaline Rush, time slows down for everyone else. I take less damage than normal, and I do more damage than normal. Oop. So, I also have some pretty good armor on right now. And that's another thing that we'll be getting into, I think, next episode at the rate we're going. Shepard just cannot get a break. He wakes up from what God knows what, and he's being thrown into this already.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
Well, you're mean. So this is another new thing. As you see right here, we're going to have 5 weapons on this wheel now. One's going to be there, another there, and there. Heavy weapons are a brand new class to Mass Effect, and only Shepard can use heavy weapons. And heavy weapon ammo is also very rare.
We've been spotted.
Oops. Put that down there, and goodbye, everyone.
Take the elevator down 1 floor.
You see, I only have 2 shots of heavy weapon left. So let's get back to our normal pistol. You can also just tap, or I think it's A button, something. I think there's a button that you can just hold down.
Hurry, get to the door, run.
Run, 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 run. You gotta run through this fire. You run through the fire, it won't do any damage. I can barely hear you. So let's enter the store. And we're gonna show off another brand new thing. Oh. Show no mercy.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
So they're talking about me. And I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be me as well.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
That's stupid. So here's a wall safe and it tells us to bypass. This is the new hacking mechanism in the game. So what it says, you need to find 2 matching symbols and select them to complete the circuit. So as we start, we're gonna get a couple different colors. As you see, this one, you got a couple icons whenever you hover over something. We need to find, so that's a matching one, is that one. And there's another match right there. That's a match right there. And the final one is a match right there. In the top right, you can see a number and then a bar. The number is how many credits you receive, and the bar is how long you have to complete the task. So that is our new hacking minigame in this game. Continue moving on. Had something. Really, a rocket?
Log update. I can't figure her out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. Bet she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Jeez, Wilson. Anyway, ooh, pretty. Anyway, I'm probably gonna be, you might have noticed already, but there's gonna be that warning label in front of every single video from Mass Effect 2. Just because Mass Effect 2 is a little more adult themed than Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 1 was like the lower end of mature. This is definitely near the higher end of mature.
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
I'm having some trouble wrapping my head around this.
Yeah, I can imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
So this is Jacob, and as you see right next to Shepard down right below, which says hold to access the power wheel, it shows a picture of Jacob's face, which means he is now one of our squad mates. And Jacob Taylor is actually the main character, and I think it was the iOS game Mass Effect Galaxy, which came out in between Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2. And he was the main character, and Miranda was also in that game as well. But as you see right now, I can access his stats, and right below his stats is his shields, or as it is called in this game noted by its purple color, his barrier, because they decided to reclassify different kinds of shields and different kinds of health into different colored bars. So health is just red, purple is barrier, and barriers are weakened, I think, against certain things, like, well, right there. No, that's not it. I can't see it, but as you see right here, I can use this pull, and if I press X, I can also map it to left on the D-pad. So all I have to do is, when I'm fighting, just aim at something, press left on the D-pad, and I'll use it. So, let's see. There we go.
Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
So I'm going to be talking a little bit more in-game as Shepard, a little bit more than I did in Mass Effect 1, just to get a little bit more of the codex, because I don't think I did a really good job explaining a lot of things in Mass Effect 1.
Log update. The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
I mean, because technically, when I said that the gun has like a giant block of material that gets shots out in very tiny pieces at Mass Effect speeds that I said earlier, that was pretty much, I'm pretty sure, the first time some of you had heard of that. And that is actually true in the guns in Mass Effect. But we're going to continue on. And yes, this, using the D-pad, now makes it a lot quicker to activate things. Like, battles go a lot quicker than they used to. Especially since I don't have to wait for the power wheel. Oop.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Cover is a lot more important in this game than in Mass Effect 1. Sorry, I have the hiccups right now. Oh, he just went quiet. That is definitely not a good sign. Anything over here? Yes, there is.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Well, she doesn't seem that mean.
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
So I got some Metagel. So in order to heal him, select Unity, and Unity we actually did use a couple of times, except this is now how we use first aid instead of using actual Metagel kits.
Wilson.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
Let's overload those canisters. Ah, ha, ha.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Overload. Overload's gonna be my best friend.
We took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Sarah. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now, we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
You can tell it's your boss. But after we've saved our butts, we're almost at the shuttle.
Cerberus. They're the ones that killed Admiral Kahoku back in Mass Effect. So here is our second hacking minigame. I can still move around. Oh no, I just stopped. So what we have to do is we have to try and reconstruct that target code segment. And that's the same picture right there. If you go into the red, you'll lose the last one you did. So we need to find that new target code segment, which is right here. And then now the next one should be right there. So that's how that one that's how that one works. And we got 900 credits for that. So there's two different hacking games in this game. One is basically revolved around computers, another one, or computers and walls. That one's usually around smaller electronics.
We've been spotted.
Not for long. Oh, overload is very good on these guys. And then again, so is a gun.
alert neutralization.
So as you see, right underneath Wilson's face, that is a small bar. When that bar goes away, that tells us when we can reuse that use that power again. So now Wilson can use Overload again, and now both of them are on recharge right now. And if Shepard uses a power, if I can have Shepard use a power up here somewhere. Oh, I saw that. There's an enemy up here somewhere. Or down there. Oh, enemy's right here. So when Shepard needs to use his power again, you'll see those two half circles come closer and closer to one another. And when that finally hits and disappears, now Shepard can reuse a power. Unlike in Mass Effect 1, Shepard can only use one power at a time, and same as the other squad mates. So you can't like use Overload and then immediately switch to the next thing. Also, melee works a little differently in this game. B is melee instead of having to run up next to an enemy and then use B. And sometimes they won't. Like either the enemy's not close enough, or if you simply just press it while you're looking at the ground, they'll like whoever you told to move there will move there. So there goes those enemies. There's data pad right here. A lot of things to explain in the first episode. And this first episode is gonna be a little longer just because of all the explaining, and it's probably gonna last up until episode 4, I'd assume. Because there's a lot of things to explain that's slightly the same but slightly different as well, such as the hacking minigames. Oh, that was quick. That's 2 already. Oh, that was 3 right next to one another. And if you look on here, you can see a bunch of dots everywhere on that wire.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
So I sounded like I was pretty much a popsicle, which is kind of scary to think about, but kind of cool that I'm still alive. And these are thermal clips. I should probably mention that. This is our ammo, which we're kind of running a little low on. But thankfully, this is right here is the end.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you are...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you when he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid. Raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
Shepard, think back to the Citadel, after the Alliance saved the Destiny Ascension and you killed Saren. What happened next?
So I'm going to interject right here because, like I stated in the last episode of Mass Effect, the choice on whether or not you picked Udina or Anderson didn't carry over on the save, because technically the save file stopped the moment you killed Saren. So anything after that would have been garbage, or wouldn't have been able to transfer. So this choice right here is actually going to change whatever. This choice actually decides what member joined the council. So if we actually picked Udina, he would be on the council, even though we said in Mass Effect 1 that we preferred Anderson. But since Anderson is obviously the Paragon choice, we're going with Anderson.
Humanity was offered a spot on the council. I recommended Captain Anderson for the position.
Yes, Captain Anderson is now Counselor Anderson. Though from what I hear, he preferred life in the military.
Still, good to know that the human council member isn't going to put politics ahead of defense.
Your memory seems solid. There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
That's a huge facility.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Anyway, we are going to stop right here because we have done quite a bit. And I think we might have... No, we haven't leveled up just yet. Leveling up is a lot different in Mass Effect 2 than in Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 3. Actually, it's pretty much... No, it's a little different in Mass Effect 3. For example, you might have noticed I didn't gain any experience for killing any enemies. That is gone. You don't earn experience from killing enemies. You earn experience for completing missions. As you see right there on the... Also on the stat screen, you can see how many credits I have. I have a lot of credits. I just noticed that. And I also have 2 Metagel, 2 heavy weapon ammo, because those are both things that are being tracked right now. There's no grenades in this game unless you have a power of grenades. And then on the right-hand side, underneath resources, you can see that there's palladium, iridium, platinum, and element 0. That's kind of like the heavy metals, light metals, rare elements, and gases, kind of. Not really, but kind of. And you see we have 55,000 of each of those. I think I got a small bonus. Yeah. Yeah, it's because I completed Mass Effect 2 before, because those numbers might not seem the same. I actually got 200,000 credits and 50,000 of each resource because I have beaten Mass Effect 2 before. So, you don't expect to get those same amount of numbers if you haven't beat Mass Effect 2 before. But we're going to call it an episode right now. First episode is usually going to be the longest for this one. It's usually going to be a pretty long episode because there's a lot to do. But in the next episode, we are going to go talk to the elusive man. So until next time, hopefully you enjoy.